Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm going to share with all of you guys and a very interesting looking box. As you guys see right now, we're gonna have like a G-Shock at the front, a whale logo, Dolphin and Whale Eco Research Network, and you guys could already see from the colorway of the box alone, it's already getting yellowish. So from here alone, you know right away, this is not new at all. This is a vintage model, considerably to be vintage, up to date. We have ICERC logo at the top over there. You guys could Google what ICERC mean actually. A very nice organization in protecting whales and dolphins, and that's pretty much it. And looking at the back over here, we have some more motto or the motif of this design, and this will be the model number for the watch that I'm gonna review today, GW-202K-2JR, since this one over here was released in Japan only, which makes this very rare model. So open it up, you're gonna see some interesting box colorway made out of cardboard if I'm not mistaken. So that's that, and we're gonna have a look. I'm gonna pour all this out now. Okay, now those how it looks like. Slots for the box for the watch and some slots for papers. Pretty interesting design. But anyway, put this thing at the back, and we're gonna have a look at this first 2422 Japan module, which I already covered on the channel before as well. Let's pop it out right away, remove this thing at the top and flip this thing at the front, and there it is. This is the Frogman that we're gonna have a look today. But before we get to that, I'm just gonna put this thing at the back of there. We're gonna have a look at the papers. We gotta cover all the papers this model came with, because this papers is also making this watch special, because no other G-Shock comes with this type of papers. So yeah, I gotta cover or talk about this thing as well. So I'm just gonna show you guys what is there. You guys can pause this video if you want to read it. It's basically telling some backstory about this collaboration, why they are making this, and what they are going to do with the funding from the percentage that they got out of this Frogman model, which I believe quite a lot. So it's going to be very helpful to them. So there's very nice thing as well. And I believe this is another papers that you guys could actually read, because it comes in English. Basically all you need to do is go to here, the website, and just check them out. And at the back over here, similar thing again, but in Japanese. So that's pretty much it. Put this thing at the back, and now we're gonna have a look at the box. The casing for the watch, made out of cardboard, flip cardboard. Look at that, very nice lock with this part over here only. So very creative design in my opinion. Let me pop this thing back, flip like that, and I believe we could flip all the way back as well. Look at that, we have ICRC, all is one Dolphin and Whale Eco Research Network again. Similar thing that we found on this paper box was placed at the back part over here. This is the barcode that I read just now. I like this colorway though, blue and red accents over here really highlights this box up, and seems like this part's already. I'll put this thing back over here. So this is how the watch will present itself to you as you open up the box, and it comes with this watch holder that is also made out of paper, and this roll thing over here just to hold on the watch, because we have similar thing again as the one on the paper box, and also this cardboard over here, writings on top of there, top solar and shock resistance G-Shock Frogman models. And before we get even further about the watch, I really need to highlight to you guys on the backstory of this specific series. We're gonna need this G-Shock Perfect Bubble. I'm using the 2011 version. Basically they are all the same though. Got two colorway actually. One comes in blue, which is I'm gonna be reviewing today, and another one comes in jelly clear with blue accents. I believe this one is way beautiful than this. They all have their own team, and they all supporting the same thing. And we also have another model at the back over here. Look at it, comes in black. The retail price for this model over here is 26,000 yen, which making this pretty cheap in my opinion compared to latest release Frogman. I mean, almost can't afford them, you know. For this model, look at that, still have those Frogman aesthetics. This model is still as tough as other Frogman out there, 200-meter water resistant, and the body, instead of stainless steel, this vintage piece was made out of titanium body. So look at the colorway, it's also different. But what makes this thing cost cheaper than some titanium model that we got today is that there are no DLC coating on here. And also the titanium material that they used to make one of this is able to be different as well, since it is pretty heavy. Titanium should come in lightweight, so yeah, this is not pure titanium yet. We're gonna have a look at 2-button operation on one side, curved like this, Frogman at the top here, 2 screws to lock the bezel. The watch band was just locked with a standard spring bar down there. And on this side we're gonna have 2 buttons again and 2 screws to lock the bezel, and that's about it. Just a round shape, simple button operation, pretty tiny and pretty simple as well, but they still have those button guard around them, so those gonna be really tough nonetheless. Frogman at the top here again in very beautiful blue, ocean blue colorway, so nice. This part over here comes in grayish colorway, almost whitish, so pretty nice as well. Lock that over there, and light button comes in blue, and it gonna glows in electroluminescence green with a logo of a whale, yeah, in red colorway. And that's about it as far as the lighting, as you guys can see from the watch face, which is pretty tiny, since this Frogman over here is a small size Frogman model compared to recent release Frogman, which is very huge. So if you have a smaller wrist, this type of Frogman is the way to go, and also the price is pretty low as well, so consider getting this if you have the chance. Now this is with the solar panel around here, and the eye-ring that comes in a very beautiful blue accents, light tone of blue, which is just gorgeous, especially when light hits on it. It's gonna be very beautiful. The display is indeed in positive, and we're gonna have a look at day of the week, date, and also time display, so you got your timekeeping covered. Simple. And if you press mode, we're gonna have a look at site memory. This is a site where the location where people should go diving, since this model over here is indeed made for divers. For original this model, we call this feature the world time. Alright, we're gonna have a look at ID. This is where you can store some information if you're divers, your club registration numbers or passport numbers or anything at all. Put it in here. We have alarm, we have a timer and a stopwatch, and back to home time, and of course you're gonna have a look at the dive timer. Press mode in home time and hold it. We will enter the dive timer. This part's pretty much a stopwatch, except when you can't just accidentally stop the stopwatch. If you want to stop this, press and hold this button instead. You're gonna hear beep, and that's when the dive timer could be stopped. Press this upper right to reset it back to 0, and that's done over here. Press the mode button and hold it to go back to home time, and that sums up all the basic features of this model, which I already covered before as well, very in detail. So go check my module demonstration video, that is Casio 2422 module. I want to mention a little thing that I also like this aesthetics screws at the top of the bezel over there. Every Frogman model have this, so yeah, they're still keeping this aesthetic of a Frogman up to this day, so that's very nice. Moving down to the watch band, we're gonna have a look at all as one, just the right things put on there. The whole body of this Frogman is glossy, which is weird. I mean, most Frogman usually come with matte finish. In this case, glossy finish, which is not a good idea at all. Although it's gonna look very good, but if you actually gonna wearing this and go diving with this and play around with the sea water, it's gonna result in this. Look at the bottom part of this watch band right now. The coating on here is already beginning to rot. This just paints on there, and from here we could also see that the material that they used to make the band and bezel on this piece is actually jelly like. So no more printing at the bottom part over here, so that's cool. We got only things at the top over here, so that's nice. Moving to the top part, we're gonna have a look at ICERC, and also this part of the watch band beginning to rot as well. I'm pretty sure because this part move a lot, so that's why. And the band keeper come with a whale logo on top of here, and it's bulging out over like that. This part not gonna last pretty long as well. As you guys can see, it's already beginning to crack already, but the band keeper itself still holding up very well. it still will be able to hold to the watch band and lock the watch on your wrist. So you got that covered. This buckle comes with Casio Japan sign below it, so that's very cool. And the shape of the overall watch band and bezel is indeed tapered from the middle here and all the way to the end on one side only, giving this a very unique asymmetrical shape of a Frogman. I mean, every Frogman G-Shock comes with this very unique aesthetic, which makes this series very famous and well known. Moving to the bottom part of this watch band, they also add coating below, which is not a good idea at all. And look at that, what happened if you add coating or paint like this to a model that is made for divers. It's gonna crack. Look at that. So that's that. It's all fine. This watch is in use condition, but the function itself still holding up very well. You can still use the watch, although it won't look as good. But if you could custom paint this, it's gonna fix the problem, like totally fix it, and yeah, you won't have any issues at all. So can't complain much on that. Anyway, this will be the hard case again in titanium gray, very beautifully made, like so gorgeous. GW-202 Japan K titanium, water resistant. Casio over here, 2422, engraving at the back below there, and of course ICERC logo, beautifully made, very detailed made. Look at all the curve and edges here and there, all the lines in there, very nicely made, very beautiful. And we have a batch number down here, 2494881. Yeah, that's that. And all those writings over there to not open the case back unless you know what you're doing, so it's all up to you guys. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna open this thing up and share with all you guys what's inside this GW200 series Frogman. I'm very excited for that video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, that is all for the interesting details about this series. It makes for a good cause, so if you have the chance, although I'm pretty sure if you bought this today from a reseller, it's not gonna help anyone anymore. You're gonna need to grab this thing again, especially the newly released version instead, to help this, to help for the good cause that they are doing over here. Alright, let me put this thing on wrist right now and just share with all you guys how this thing gonna looks like on my skinny wrist, which I think I already shared plenty of time before. I'm gonna wear this at the first hole from the top over there, and it's gonna give me a very nice fit if you're looking at it at this angle over here. But you look at it at the front, it won't look as good because this Frogman is long, the lug to lug distance is huge, and also the watch band is like made to be pointed outwards instead of downwards, so you're gonna end up with this huge gap over there. So I don't know about this, man, but if you are very into G-Shock Frogman, I don't think you're gonna care at all. I mean, this watch is very rare. If you're a collector, you're gonna be rocking this all day without worrying at all if this is gonna fit you or not, as long as it's rare. Now this is how the watch looks like. Very beautiful. I gotta say, it's so gorgeous. Deep ocean blue, man, and royal blue Frogman writings on there, so nice. But I should end this video right away. I hope you guys found this video useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if this video does help you, and also subscribe to see more contents like this coming up in the future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and